Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Sai Tech Guru. In today's video, I'll try to compare the Realme X1 Max versus OnePlus Nord 2 smartphone. So which phone is the best option to buy right now? And this is a question going on with a lot of people heads because right now the Realme X1 Max is available for about 21,000 rupees. Yes, so lowest powerful Dimensity 1200 smartphone in the compact size you can get in the Realme X1 Max, which is about 21,000 rupees because of the instant 6,000 rupee discount is available, as you can see. So and a lot of users are actually having some kind of doubts, should they buy the Realme X1 Max or not, because the X series is getting disconnected. That's another thing you should definitely understand, friends. The software update, it's kind of slightly kind of question mark, because if you type the same answer in the Google search, you will get some kind of links as well where you can actually research properly. And few of the users did also mention that software updates may not be that much for the Realme X1 Max. So it can be only maybe one software update, that is what they're trying to mention, but I'm not sure exactly. So if you keep this point aside, I'll try to discuss about everything. I'm trying to explain this one point in the beginning of the video itself so you can actually decide what is going on with the Realme X1 Max. So next thing, if you know any kind of comments about this one, let me know in the comment section below, because even I am not sure what is going on. And first, let's start about all these kind of things, friends, starting with the performance, display, camera, battery charging, connectivity, build quality, UI, software updates, and price. Which one is the best option to buy? So let's begin the competition between both phones. First thing is that both phones, they do have the Dimensity 1200 chipset, but they perform really quite different. I'll try to explain you why different as well. So one quick thing, in the Realme X1 Max, there is an option which is called in the battery, where you can actually enhance the performance as well, as you can see. So usually by default, it will be in the smart performance mode. So with the smart performance mode, you can do all the activities as well. So there's nothing much problem. Medium to heavy gaming also you can do, definitely not an issue. But in the OnePlus Nord 2, the average performance is not that high. Yes, I'll try to explain you, friends, in terms of the Antutu benchmark score. If you try to look at the scores, so if you don't use the high performance mode in this device, you can get the Antutu benchmark score close to 6 lakhs. If you use the high performance mode, it will come close to 6,70,000. So not only that, if you use the high performance mode at this, right now I'm trying to use the high performance mode, as you can see exactly. If you use that high performance mode, all the cores will be exactly maintained 100%. So you will get the maximum performance in the OnePlus Nord 2 only if you use the high performance mode. If you don't use high performance mode, let's see what's happening. All the core performance will decrease immediately. As you can see, friends, it will try to decrease. So this is very lower than the Realme X1 Max performance average. That's the one thing you should definitely understand. So it's kind of really kind of weird to explain. So if you try to watch my speed test videos, you will definitely understand what the performance is. If you use the high performance mode in both phones, the OnePlus Nord 2 slightly performs more faster. I mean, just a little bit, not a much. But overall, when it comes to the gaming, the Battlegrounds mobile game has got the 90 FPS update in this phone, but not in the OnePlus Nord 2. That's the one thing you should definitely understand, not optimized. So rest of the games like Asphalt 9 is playing at only 50 FPS in this Realme in the OnePlus Nord 2. I'm not sure, for some reason still it's not optimized. So each phone has got their own issues with in terms of the games. Even the Battlegrounds mobile game has got 90 FPS. The Realme UI doesn't allow you to play at 90 FPS because you need to use the brightness trick. So as I said, both phones has got their own issues. So in terms of the performance segment, slightly kind of equal points between both phones. So even the CPU throttling and everything kind of similar to each other, nothing much huge difference. Next, even the display. Display wise, I'll try to prefer the Realme X1 Max. There are a couple of reasons. So first, refresh rate, and next, touch sampling rate. These two are higher in the Realme X1 Max. That's a pretty good thing. You should definitely understand. And when it's come to the OnePlus Nord 2, it's pretty basic. I mean, a Fluid AMOLED display, okay, fine, but 90 Hz refresh rate and 120 Hz touch sampling rate. I'm not sure why in the 2020 for 30,000 rupees, why you're getting the 90 Hz refresh rate. Okay, leave the 90 Hz, but why 120 Hz touch sampling rate? That's another drawback, friends, in this phone at this moment. By default, it's 120 Hz. Maybe the company, they did claim 180 Hz, but by default, we are getting like that. So in terms of colors and saturation levels, both phones looks completely same. Nothing much major difference, I would say. Even if you use the AI color boost and everything, it's kind of not a huge impact at this moment. But in terms of the display, nothing much quality difference, friends, not an issue. So only refresh rate makes a lot of sense. I did like the 120 Hz. So, and one more thing, you should definitely remember the price range. So 21,000 rupees, you are getting a biggest deal, I would say. That's another thing if you consider at this moment. So in terms of the display, I'm giving slight points for the Realme X1 Max device. So regarding the camera, which phone is the best? OnePlus Nord 2. There are a couple of reasons why I did select the OnePlus Nord 2. First, regarding the main camera, it's also really good. I think slightly best than the Realme X1 Max, just a little bit. I did do a lot of shots. I did take in both phones in terms of taking the shots in both devices. So I did find both phones are really good in terms of the capturing the shots. Nothing much major problem at this point regarding the zooming capabilities and everything. But OnePlus Nord 2 has got really kind of soft type of texture, as you can see, the clarity, which looks kind of little bit kind of good than the Realme X1 Max, just a little bit, not much. But you will see the huge impact in night mode shots. So all the night mode shots are really good in the OnePlus Nord 2 device than the Realme X1 Max, which can actually capture really good realistic colors. That is what I meant, very good colors in terms of the night mode shots. And that's a quick comparison between both phones in terms of taking the shots. So overall I did like the camera slightly on the OnePlus Nord 2, even the front camera as well, little bit kind of closed front cam. Even the OnePlus Nord 2 has got its own issues with the front cam, but with the latest update in the Realme X1 Max, things got slightly better in the Realme X1 device in terms of the front cam clarity. Overall, the Realme X1 Max can take the 4K 60 FPS, and the OnePlus Nord 2 cannot do the 4K 60 FPS. That's another difference which is available right now between this both phones. So in terms of the camera, kind of close to each other, nothing much, but I'll prefer the OnePlus Nord 2's cameras a little bit in terms of having the night mode shots and slightly kind of good main camera sensor as well, just a little bit. And next, regarding the battery and the charging, and both phones are really kind of same regarding the battery backup, but charging speed, absolutely the OnePlus Nord 2 in 30 minutes charging versus 50 minutes charging in the Realme X1 Max. 30 and 50 minutes. Battery backup slightly kind of close, slightly kind of more draining in the OnePlus Nord 2 in my Battery mobile testing. I think it came close to 6 hours, but Realme X1 Max managed to 6 hours and 30 minutes as well. That's a little bit advantage, battery backup, just a little bit, not a huge. That can be because of OxygenOS mixing with the ColorOS, maybe that kind of issues, compatibility, that's another thing. So regarding the connectivity, both are kind of good, but Realme X1 Max has got slight advantage with the 5G bands, more 5G bands. That's another thing with the Realme X1 Max. And even the OnePlus Nord 2 has also got similar kind of 5G bands connectivity as well. Nothing much huge change, I would say, even in the 5G. Even the Wi-Fi connection, I did not see any kind of difference. Even in the 4G plus connection also, both are really strong connection. So connectivity wise also, both phones are slightly kind of close to each other only. Next, regarding the build quality, obviously I'll try to prefer the Realme X1 Max device because of 3.5mm jack, friends. That's the biggest opportunity the Realme X1 Max has got. 3.5mm jack, that's best thing about the build quality in this phone. But due to get the plastic quality and slightly vibrations will be there on the back panel because of the loudspeaker high volume. That's another thing. If you want, you can take this kind of gloss, which is also good and attractive as well in the OnePlus Nord 2. It's also fantastic, and you do get the alert slider, but there is no 3.5mm jack. That's kind of really a drawback. Haptic feedbacks, both are really good. Speakers, both are excellent, nothing much difference. And UI and the software updates, as I said, this is a kind of question mark with the Realme X1 Max, how long we're gonna get the Android updates. So security updates, 2 years they did guarantee, but Android version, I mean next Android, maybe Android 13, Android 14, can we get or not? That is a kind of question mark at this moment. If you have any other information, let me know in the comment section below, friends. But OnePlus Nord 2 can definitely guarantee 2 years and 3 years of, I think, Android security updates as well. And price range, that's the one thing which is the biggest plus point for the Realme X1 Max, 21,000 rupees. I cannot complain much, to be frank. Yes, I cannot complain much if 21,000 of this phone is the price. If it has got 27,000 price range, definitely I have a lot of complaints, but for this 21,000 price, I am not having that much complaints, keeping that price segment in the mind. That's the one thing. So that's it, friends. Thank you for watching this video. This is a quick comparison between both phones, and final results are performance wise, both performs really good and great. Optimization is kind of similar. RAM management is also same, nothing much huge difference. Display Realme X1 Max, camera OnePlus Nord 2, battery Realme X1 Max, charging OnePlus Nord 2, connectivity both, build quality Realme X1 Max, UI and software updates OnePlus Nord 2, price Realme X1 Max. These are my picks which I did choose in this all the difference. And that's it, friends. Thank you for watching, and in case if you have any other queries, make sure to check the playlist for more updates as well. Playlist will give you the clear idea what is going on with the each smartphone in the details as well. See you in the next video, friends. Until then, stay tuned. Meanwhile, signing off. Bye.